There we go. Oké, welkom. Welkom bij de derde workshop voor coaches in deze window. Donderdag hadden we de eerste van Christon. In de ochtend hadden we boven over puurterrein. Wie er allemaal waren. En vandaag gaan we op de lijn van Maksim Kovacevic over skills development. Maksim is de headcoach. In English, als we het van het talking about. He's the head coach of our women's cricket program now. He came here in 2021 as a 3-3 player. He worked in Amsterdam and Utrecht. Has transferred into coaching in 2023 full time. Very successful. The women won the gold of Europe Cup in 2023. The under 23. Also gold in 2023, 2024, the whole 23 girls got silver. So a lot of success. Today we'll talk about how the program uses skill development in 3-3, but also how it transfers in 5-5. So that's pretty good. Thank you, Martin.
First of all, I want to thank you all for being here. Take your time to spend an hour and a half with us, and we'll try to get closer to you. What is 3-on-3 in terms of players' development and how it reflects on 5-5. For me, I was a 5-5 player all my life. I played a lot of countries in Europe. Started when I was a kid in Partizan for 5 years, coming from good school. And when 3-on-3 arrived, I didn't take it so serious. Especially the way of the game is being played. It was hard for me to accept some details. Hard for me to accept the overall game. Even though that I started to play in 2019, but I had a chance to join much earlier. But at one moment in 2018, I was given a chance to play on the highest level, on the world tour, to play on Serbian team. That was the second team in the world at the moment. And I really fell in love with the game. Really fell in love with the game and everything that brought it. It was such a different game from 5-5 in many aspects, in terms of travels, in terms of ownership, in terms of the team, but at the same time, it's all about basketball. I spent 2 years in Serbia playing 3-on-3, and came here, like Martin said, in 2021. While I was here as a player, I never thought about it much, honestly, that I'm going to coach women's 3-on-3 team. I was given a chance to do it in 2021 as assistant, Lucky Lackner, and then in 2022 as head coach of the women's 3-on-3 program. Today I'm going to talk about program principles, what we are focusing on, developing core values to the 3-on-3 basketball, which I think that most of you came here today to get closer to what it means from the players' development side. I'm going to talk a little bit about 3-on-3 drills, and I'm going to talk about 3-on-3 5-5 elements, especially elements who are beneficial for 5-5. Because this is the drills and 5-5 I really try to summarize, not to have separate identities, like I really try to put what is beneficial for both. And as I'm going to speak about it, you'll see how many things you can use from 3-on-3 to 5-5 to develop players. And in the end, So at the end, I'm going to talk briefly about Norge Riesen. I suppose many of you know who it is. She's our player. She's committed fully to the 3-3 program. At the same time, she plays 5-5 for the top 5 grasshoppers. And we're going to talk about it, how she developed, in which way she developed being just with us last year and this year combining, being fully in the 3-3 program, and how she benefits from it. So about the 3-3 program principles, I'm going to talk about a couple of things that are really, it was a lot in terms of like our approach for the players, and everything starts from the player's investment. If the player is not committed, if the player is not devoted, then we don't have to talk about anything else. Basically, the player has to be willing to work, the player has to be willing to get knowledge, the player has to be willing to sacrifice a lot, which I think that was the biggest issue when I came here in the Netherlands. It's a country where the sports is big, at the same time it's not. Because this country offers you a good life. I'm not coming from that kind of country. I'm coming from a country, Serbia, where you don't have the choice. You know that even if you finish your studies and everything, it's not for sure that you're going to have a good life. That's not the case here. Luckily, that's not the case here. So that's why one of the reasons why in Serbia we're really successful in sports, because we get the chance to play sports as a getaway. We take that opportunity. That's why I talk about players' investments. Specific approach every player, something that's really interesting and important. Now we see that many players were not, especially in my program, I have to go back to the basics. My program. I have to go back to the, like, I have players who are 24, 25, and I have to go to the basics of how they dribble, how they pass, how they start to dribble, what kind of steps they are doing, what kind of footwork. So that's why it's really important that, first of all, we know the player, we know their abilities, and what kind of approach are we going to have with that player in terms of how we're going to develop. Is it going to be, we have someone who is taller, someone who's going to play in the low post, someone who's a guard, and is going to spend more time with the ball. Specific approach continues in the relation report. Nowadays, super important is how you build your relationship with the player. I believe that if you were a basketball player, an athlete, that wasn't the case back in the day, because they put us in one big ball, all of us in the big ball, basically. And this is in modern times, it's really important how you manage those relationships, and it's not just in the women's basketball, it's in the men's basketball as well. You see that what's happening now in the EuroLeague, where you have, I suppose that you watch a men's EuroLeague, but we can take an example from it. Coaches are all the time repeating, it's not about the knowledge at the moment, it's about how you manage the team, how you manage these expectations, how you manage the players' expectations, and how you manage egos as well. So that's why it's really important that try to establish not just you, but the staff that you have as well. It's really important. They have to establish a certain relationship with the player. Especially like if you have a system who's in charge of doing certain stuff, certain skills. The benefits of having that person having a good relationship with the player is insane. it's much better than just to come to the practice and do your job. About the development, about the results, something that I noticed here in the Netherlands is, yes, everybody likes to win. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to show the fans, the club that you have worked. But we are in that process. We are forgetting to develop the players. All the results, and we started 2022. We didn't talk about having a gold medal in a European Cup. We didn't talk about the World Cup. The only thing that mattered was how we're gonna develop the players. How we're gonna develop the players, certain players, which skills, in which way, then the results will come. All the time that gave us results. One time that we were focused last year, we were focused on the Olympics to get there. We played a couple of qualifying tournaments. We didn't make it. It was too much. It was too much for too much pressure, but that's another topic. Players gain impact, efficiency, which skills to be developed. Really important that we know and they know as well which how we approach to them, which skills we're gonna develop in which way. Is it in defense? Is it in offense? Doesn't matter. But something that's really developing much sooner in 3-on-3 basketball than 5-on-5. Toughness, playing under contact. For all of you that watch 3-on-3, I think I don't have to talk too much about this, but now 3-on-3 is much cleaner than it was before. Before it was really 2017, 18, 19, like new stuff. But that's sport was new, just arrived, and most of the Olympics. Now it's much cleaner, and some contacts are allowed more in 5-on-5, especially on the basketball goal post. But the players defensively, if you learn how to play against the tough defense, outside and inside the paint, you start playing 5-on-5. That's like nobody's. It's really beneficial for 5-on-5, finishing on contact, low post movements, off-ball moments, how you use your hands, and something like that. So, perform under pressure. I swear I never, when I started playing 3-on-3, I thought I would die a couple of times. At the same time, you have to perform. You go somewhere in Mongolia and travel all over the world, you can't even breathe. And then the moments are like you're losing by a couple of points, 1 minute left. And you have to perform. Or you go home without money, without nothing. You spend so much time and energy. I'm just trying to give you a simple example. And that kind of performing under pressure, 3-on-3, is on a high level just because you play 5-on-5 game, you have that game maybe once per week, maybe twice per week, and that's it. Not everyone is under that pressure. Not every game is close. In 3-on-3 can happen that you have 5 close games in 2 days. And then next week is again and again. So performing under pressure, pushing your mental and physical boundaries, super connected, it's something that until you start playing 3-on-3 at the highest level, you cannot understand, especially for the players. You don't have that in 5-on-5 where you're in red. You're in red all the time and you have to perform. There's nobody to sub you, there's no timeout at the moment. There are some timeouts, but it's coupled, especially when it's 3 minutes to the end of the game. And I think that's really beneficial for 5-on-5 as well. This constant pushing yourself moments when you think you're really going to die, the players, they think they're going to die. In the court, there's always extra, I would say, energy to finish the game. Always, every time that and you can speak with my players as well, when we talked about it, somehow they found a way to finish the game. Somehow they found a way to finish the game. So that's why it's the game by itself is pushing you so much. And at the end of the day, at the court edge, I put the basket in defensive threat all the time. This is something that we talk about a lot. This is something that if you watch EuroLeague, you have Team Paris right now, and you saw like what's happening right now here. Team Paris, not an expensive team, Euro Cup players, but they are killing everyone. At one moment they were first in the standings in the EuroLeague. They play opportunistic basketball. They use every single moment to attack you. That's what I'm asking from my goals as well. Every corner of the court they are, regardless, they have to be dangerous for the court. That's something that we are developing with them. It doesn't matter that you're a tall player, doesn't matter. We are trying to develop them, shoot from all the positions to be a threat. That's beneficial for Final Five. It's I think most important for 3-on-3 because you have this. For example, in 3-on-3 you have this on men's side you have the Serbian teams. They're successful only because they are threat all the time. They are threat. You don't know when they're going to attack you. So why optimistic basketball say for the women, try to make them leave the defense on make the defense to be on heels. Three drills. Which skills would influence the game? Position, reaction drills, mixed tasks, change the rhythm, fun. And, I try to put here something that's of course is an explanation with 5-5. Which skills would influence the game? Going back to what I said before, that this is not just about expanding the skills set of the player, it's expanding the skill set of the player and how it's going to influence your game, your idea as a coach, or your team. So think about it, to go through some drills, that's really important to have everything prepared, how you're going to extract maximum out of certain player to maximally contribute to your game. These two are really important: repetition and reaction drills. You're listening to, when you know what Serbian coaches in the NBA, Igor Kokoško, and say like we all been taught as coaches that repetition to a certain way, certain drills. Yes, like make 100, do 100 pull-ups, layups in a different kind of ways. That's optimization, that's muscle memory. And it's much easier. Repetition, you've heard all these stories of all these players, how much time they spent in the gym, how much time they spent to do certain elements, and how many times they do. At the same time, if you put them on the court, it's a different story. That's why we have reaction drills. You have to have a surprise moment. All the things that you've done, you have to put flavor a little bit on it. You have to put the players in a situation where they have to react. You have to do all these things that you did with them so many times, that they repeated so many elements. Because if they don't do reaction moments, if they don't get surprised on the practices, they're going to be frozen in the games. They're going to be what's happening right now. I never did anything like this. That's why it's really, really important. I'm going to talk a little bit, and I'm going to show you as well. the ladies some drills where they can think how to make certain element, how to do certain drill. Same thing with this task, the decision making. Something we're going to talk about it later, and really important that every time you do something, that you have a task. Try not to be only to focus on one element. Try to work on different things as well. If you do a pick and roll, okay, how are we going to do it pick and roll? How that player is going to attack? How that screener is going to set the screen? How he's going to read? There's multiple things you can do. It's just only from one trick. One really important thing that I found out working with women here is lack of change of rhythm. Change of rhythm. They did everything when I started with the ladies. Everything went in one speed. There was no change. Something that's, if you watch over it, players and basketball, 3-3 doesn't matter. That's hardest to guard when you change it every time when you shift it. That's something that we are focusing so much that stop and explode. From that, they're going to have better solutions. They're going to surprise the defense, because otherwise, if they are just teach how to do certain stuff at speed, it's easy for defense. It's easy. It's easy to catch up. When you're surprising, when you learn how to sell that move, then it's a danger. And at the end of the day, it's fun, especially on the women's side. A bit less on the men's side, of course, but on the women's side, super important that you have to add some fun drills as well. They have to smile. It's really important how the women would not be into sport, into professional sport, if they don't have fun, if they don't have good time. That's for sure. We talk about here, from my perspective, we talk about professional Olympic program. At the same time, that's not sustainable. Of course, fun is always if you win the games, if you win the tournaments, if you win the competitions. But at the same time, try to make fun on the practices and doing the drills. A couple of elements. Shooting, finishing, low-post timing, off-ball defense, and 2-2. I'll try to be here to simplify and to choose 3 and 3 elements which are super beneficial for 5-5. And things that we saw in our players that they developed, and we were using the 5-5 as well, but something that is common. First thing is shooting, especially from 2-pointer, in track 3 2-pointer, in basketball 3-pointer. That decision making, taking shot is much higher level. The way of entering those shots and using these opportunities, especially from 2-2 games, is much higher. Different kind of entrance in shooting, different kinds of footwork. Just trying to make them a little bit more free to take those shots. I'm telling my players, if you set your feet right, take that shot. If you set your feet right, if you can make that, if you can take that shot without changing the technique of your shot, take that shot. Tennis, first of all, when they came to work with us, like if the player is close there, from their perspective, they didn't take a shot at all. Take the shot. It's a fast-paced game, 3-3. 5-5 as well. You see, all these teams, like top-level teams, they have a couple of individual individuals who are willing to take those kind of shots, who are willing to take tough shots, and that's what's made the difference between those teams and others. Finishing under contact, I spoke about it already. It's the toughness, and it's something that's going to bring a lot in the 5-5 game as well. Especially finishing on the low post, especially finishing from both legs, jump stops, and drives, because you have that loud contact all the time. Something that they would call it foul in 5-5 immediately, but in 3-3 is allowed. Low post game, defense and offense. We are doing a lot of 5-5, basically 70-5-5. That's what defense is a little bit more allowed with the body pushing, the hands a little bit. So what is really beneficial and can be beneficial for 5-5 is how you put in the situation 1-2 dribbles the most. How they make the separation, how they create the space before they get that ball. Because there's no help side. In 95% of the game there's no help side. So it's only you and your defender. So that's why it can be really developed to the high level, but you have to look at the players. Timing, something that is developing through 3-on-3, developing attacking, passing, especially from 2-2 game, from when to make a dribble, when to be efficient. In 2-on-2 game especially, I think it's two dribbles are enough to make per player, per position to get to the basket. That's something that I'm going to show you later, because they say in 5-5 you need three dribbles to get to the basket to finish. I think in a 3-on-3 2 is enough if you are patient enough and if you are efficient. So that's what we are doing. We are putting our players in a lot of positions, in a lot of situations where it's limited dribbles, where they have to think a little bit, have to be a threat to the basket a little bit, because that's what's something that we saw that those were not enough threat at the beginning of our program. Off-ball movement, something we as a Dutch team still lack a little bit. That off-ball, I wouldn't say off-ball movement, but I would say more use of his hands, like preparation and how the player is getting how to get the hand off. How am I preparing that player? So, how am I preparing that player? When I say which that player, I mean defender, to move a little bit, to make some separation, then to go to the goal. It's the same thing for off-ball. We're trying to teach the players to beat the defender before they get to the action. So, because something that we saw in the Spanish, German, American women's players 3-on-3, they have this like on a high level where they almost beat you without even making a dribble. They use the hands really good, and it's only 50% chance. Defense, make the defense to be on heels. Three drills. Which skills would influence the game? Position, reaction drills, mix tasks, change the rhythm, fun. And, I try to put here something that's, of course, explanation 5-5. Which skills would influence the game? Going back to what I said before, that this is not just about expanding the skills set of the player, it's expanding the skill set of the player and how it's going to influence your game, your idea as a coach, or your team. So think about it, to go through some drills. That's really important to have everything prepared. How you're going to get to extract maximum out of certain player to maximally contribute to your game. These two are really important: repetition and reaction drills. You're listening to, maybe you know what Serbian coaches in the NBA, Igor Kokoško, and say like, we all been taught as coaches that repetition to a certain way, certain drills. Yes, like make 100, do 100 pull-ups, layups in a different kind of ways. That's good. That's optimization. That's muscle memory, and it's much easier. Repetition. Heard all these stories of all these players, how much time they spent in the gym, how much time they spent to do certain elements, and how many times they do. At the same time, if you do them on the court, it's a different story. That's why we have reaction drills. You have to have a surprise moment. All the things that you've done, you have to put flavor a little bit on it. You have to put the players in a situation where they have to react. You have to do all these things that you did with them so many times, that they repeated so many elements. Because if they don't do reaction moments, if they don't get surprised on the practices, they're going to be frozen in the games. They're going to be what's happening right now. I never did anything like this. That's why it's really, really important. I'm going to talk a little bit, and I'm going to show you as well. The ladies, some drills where they can think how to make certain element, how to do certain drill. Same thing with this task, the decision making. Something we're going to talk about it later, and really important that every time you do something, that you have a task. Try not to be only to focus on one element, try to work on different things as well. If you do a pick and roll, okay, how are we going to do it pick and roll? How that player is going to attack, how that screener is going to set the screen, how he's going to read. There's multiple things you can do, just only from one drill. One really important thing that I found out working with the women here is lack of change of rhythm. Change of rhythm. They did everything when I started with the ladies. Everything went to one speed. There was no change. Something that's, if you watch all the players in basketball, it doesn't matter. That's hardest to guard when you change the rhythm every time when you shift it. That's something that we are focusing so much that stop and explode. From that, they're going to have better solutions. They're going to surprise the defense, because otherwise, if they are just teach how to do certain stuff with speed, it's easy for defense. It's easy. It's easy to catch up. When you're surprising, when you learn how to sell that move, then it's a danger. And at the end of the day, it's fun, especially on the women's side. A little less on the men's side, of course, but on the women's side, super important that you have to add. Some fun drills as well. They have to smile. It's really important how the women would not be into sport, into professional sport, if they don't have fun, if they don't have time. That's for sure. We talk about here, from my perspective, we talk about the professional Olympic program. At the same time, that's not sustainable. Of course, fun is always if you win the games, if you win the tournaments, if you win the competitions. At the same time, try to make fun on the games, on the practices and doing the drills. couple of elements, shooting, finishing, low post timing, off-ball defense, and 2-2. I'll try to be here to simplify and to choose 3 and 3 elements which are super beneficial for 5-5. And things that we saw in our players that they developed, and we were using the 5-5 as well, but something that it's common. First thing is shooting, especially for 2-pointer, in 3-3 2-pointer, in basketball 3-pointer. That decision making, taking shot is much higher level. The way of entering those shots and using these opportunities, especially from 2-2 games, is much higher. Different kind of entrance in shooting, different kinds of footwork. Just trying to make them a little bit more free and take those shots. I'm telling my players, if you set your feet right, take that shot. If you set your feet right, if you can make that, if you can take that shot without changing the technique of your shot, take that shot. Tennis, first of all, when they came to work with us, like if the player is close there, from their perspective, they didn't take a shot at all. Take the shot. It's a fast-paced game, 3-3. 5-5 as well. You see, like all these teams, like top-level teams, they have a couple of individuals who are willing to take those kind of shots, who are willing to take tough shots, and that's what's made the difference between those teams and others. Finishing under contact, I spoke about it already. It's the toughness, and it's something that's going to bring a lot in the 5-5 game as well. Especially finishing from the low post, especially finishing from both legs, jump stops, and drives, because you have that loud contact all the time. Something that they would call it foul in 5-5 immediately, but in 3-3 is allowed. Low post game, defense and offense. We are doing a lot of 5-5. It's 17-5-5. That's defense is a little bit more allowed with body pushing, the hands a little bit. So what is really beneficial and technically beneficial for 5-5 is how you put them in a situation, 1-2 dribbles at most. How they make the separation, how they gain the space before they get that ball. Because there's no help side. In 95% of the game there's no help side. So it's only you and your defender. So that's why it can be really developed to the high level, but you have to work, you have to look at the players. Timing, something that is developing through 3-on-3, developing the attacking, passing, especially from 2-2 game, from when to make a dribble, when to be efficient. In 2-on-2 game especially, I think it's two dribbles are enough to make per player, per position to get to the basket. That's something that I'm going to show you later, because they say in 5-5 you need three dribbles to get to the basket to finish. I think in a 3-on-3 2 is enough if you are patient enough, if you are efficient. So that's what we are doing. We are putting our players in a lot of positions, in a lot of situations where it's limited dribbles, where they have to think a little bit, have to be a threat to the basket a little bit, because that's what's something that we saw that those were not enough threat at the beginning of our program. Off-ball movement, something we as a Dutch team still lack a little bit. That off-ball, I wouldn't say off-ball movement, but I would say more use of his hands, like preparation, and found a player who's is getting how to get a handoff, and how am I preparing that player? So, how am I preparing that player? When I say we should put that player, I mean defender, to move a little bit, to make some separation, then to go to the ball. It's the same thing for off ball. We're trying to teach the players to beat the defender before they get to the action. So, because something that we saw in the Spanish, the German, the American women's players 3-on-3, they have this like on a high level where they almost they beat you without even making a dribble. They use the hands really good, and it's already 50% chance. Defense 101. Why put here defense, not offense? Because most of the time we are not pushing our players to play a lot of one-on-one because it's really exhausting. We play a lot of two games, but a lot of teams are playing one, a lot of teams are playing closeouts, and that's where one-on-one defense is going to be expanded a lot. Some would say that okay, but you're allowed to use your hands in 3-on-3. That's not true. If you play, every time you play, you have to play with your feet, you have to be quick on your feet. Hands are like, nowadays they call it, maybe like 5-6 years ago, they were allowed to grab and to hold someone, they wouldn't call a foul, but not anymore. So I don't see any difference, honestly, anymore. So that's why it's basically, I put it here, it's the same, one-on-one defense, 3-3 and 5-5. And in the end, we get 2-2 game offensive defense. Well, in basketball is 2-2 game. And 3-3 is all about 2-2. So all these moments that I talked about previously in basketball, super focused defense can be put into this 2-on-2. It's something that you see if you watch basketball, like any day, it's all about 2-2. Many situations are where the player plays one-on-one, they get some mismatches outside or inside the paint, but 2-on-2 game fundamentals are 3-on-3 and are developing in a high. Okay, I'm gonna, for the last slide, I'm gonna talk a little bit about George Wilson. It's our player in the program. She plays 5-5 as well, as I said. She's fully committed to the 3-on-3 program since 2023. She's representing Dutch basketball national teams, both 3-on-3 and 5-5. Just played the game a couple of days ago against Croatia here. Why I chose her? Because she spent with us last year fully preparing for the Olympics, and spent with us time doing it fully in the program. She's still in the program. The difference is that she started this year to play for Grasshoppers. And we saw serious progress in basketball elements, serious progress in shooting, contact finishing, in 2-on-2 game, and the most important, decision making. She got stronger, yes. Okay, she got more explosive. That's something that we put as a goal, and she did her best to achieve it, and she achieved. But one thing that's really stands out is decision making and how she positioning herself, how she first of all positioned and how she developed herself through the 3-on-3 game, how she developed herself through the under pressure moments, and how she developed herself being a leader in the team. At the same time, she reflected that in a previous window playing 5-5 for the Dutch 5-5 national team, how she did all these things that I just stated, how she put them in a 5-5. That was really nice to see, and it's something that we think can be used more and more, because we cannot separate 3-on-3 and 5-5. And yes, those are the two different sports, and 3-on-3 is going to be a little brother of 5-5 always. always, and all these things, through the time, it's going to be more obvious how many elements skill developments are beneficial for fine. And Orchard Reason is one of the examples how the player in fully 3-3 program can develop and be one of the leaders in the 5-5 team and one of the leaders in the team in the Netherlands, in the Grasshoppers, where we think that she can maybe play very highly outside the Netherlands, and that would be best. That would be really nice to see. I wouldn't spend time no more on the talking here. So Martin, can we please put everything aside and start? I want to show you some.
I do have questions. Maybe questions.
Questions at the end. You want questions now?
I have questions. Max, you're talking about the different elements of 5-on-5 3x3. Do you think that 3x3 basketball can help overcome early specialization? So if the tallest player in the team at the age of 13 is put as a position 5, for example, that playing in the summer 3x3 can help those players develop more skills and become just better basketballs?
Yeah, for sure. For sure, because what I noticed that the girls have been put from early stage in certain positions, which is totally wrong. And that they have to know everything to do it. And you never know how tall someone is going to get. You never know how someone's going to physically develop. So 3-3 can be beneficial because it really puts together all these things that I talked about, and expanding shooting, expanding not just, if you have a tall player, for example, like you're not going to put it in 3-3 just to be in especially over the summer program, to put it in a paint and just play at your back in ball post game, that's it. Try to make the player run, make the player set screens, make the player shoot as well, make the player dribble, be different kind of threat. So,
you know, in Belgium, the young kids don't play 3-3.
I don't. I think it's not. I think that's because how
already also kind of competition that the young kids don't play like because all the elements 3-3 can be later.
Yes. You're getting a lot to find. First of all, you get. So we have to go back. Our ladies, we have to go back to something that they used to do in skills-wise when they were 14, 5. I'm not sure is that is it going to be the same when you just start with a 3-3, like you said the concept of space and passing and stuff. That's my question.
Any other questions before we head to the report? No? And we'll just rearrange something. I'll soon with all this.
What we have a problem as well with the seniors is just it. So catching the ball, and shooting left to right is something that they are doing all the time. So it would be more natural to go just right to left and make a shot. It's a much quicker shot, especially in 3-3, where we try to make them shoot the ball much faster, because you have to take the opportunity to shoot the ball much faster. So what I noticed with a lot of players is when they, for example, especially with catching the ball from the flare positions from running, is they, instead of going left, right, and they have a continuation, they have a momentum, maybe to shoot, maybe to put the ball on the floor, they are basically go right, left, they lose the momentum, they lose the stability. And it's common in 99%. So my advice would be just to pay attention to all these all this basic stuff and how they enter the shot and how they enter the shot. That's it. Step back now. How long people step back? That's it. Step for one. Step for one. Three sides. Sooner than one inside. Okay. Setbacks because what you want to sell that you want to drive, especially in these situations here. The player receives the ball, the player has to make these different things he wants to go there. So after one dribble here, step back, or what you see now in the Euro League, a lot of 5-5, there's a 1, 2, and 8 go and take a shot. I did that when I was 15, when I was like 15, 16. But that would be kicked out of the practice. But that was back in the day. The basketball was different, much different. The way they taught us was much more strict. Nowadays, look at the NBA as well. Okay, NBA is always advanced in that sense. We talk about Europe, it's much changing. Okay, so one dribble, step back, and shot. Okay, that's all. When we dribble out from here, spreading the court and how they take the shot. Okay? Spread the court and take the shot. That's all. Show me one time. Okay. Hey, this is the pick and roll situation. Yeah. So it's called push the ball from here straight forward. See what's happening. See my foot. Take a shot. Okay. Maybe I'll drive. I'll play with me. Okay. Go with the back, early. We're pushing 4 players into this. All on. Okay, same thing. Take the hesitation, see what's happening. Go inside, go outside. Change the rhythm. Let's go. I'm sure. Okay. It's really like because it's a basically game of changing the rhythm. So we go spread the court, see what's happening inside, outside, take a shot. Tough shot to deliver, even harder to prepare. That's it. Nice. Good shot. Let's go. One time.
There's the play.
So, you can take a shot, okay? So, come on, let's do one time. Show me. Okay, you want to take it, okay? That's it. You continue on the same side where you started. You just want to make a defense thing that you want to go back to the safe side. Something ignored, for example, is doing laat, especially in a individual situation. That's all. It's up to you. I'll come back on this side shot. Let's go. All goes to one side, you continue running. That's it, let's do it. Nice. Drop on the side. Try to mix it all. So all these moments. I lost a lot of games with my team, not because somebody respected me. I'll play us because it was this basic stuff. We have to go back to the basics, and we have to wound them, and we have to repeat all the time, because you can do whatever you want with the tactics and be on the highest level. And somebody comes from the States who has the first quick step, and then the way they go up for shooting, like you can't do much. So you have to do these things from the right. Okay, I'm going to show now a little bit, a couple of things. The low post as well, some drills as well. So I'm going to top just to pass the ball. What we do with our players a lot is all this basketball moves under the paint. It's no different. Okay, so is it going to be just a semi-hook shot, one dribble, turning to the side, fadeaway shots, but not having like 2, 3, 4. 2 dribbles are the maximum. 5-5, it's a little bit more allowed. In 3-3 now they put a new rule 2 years ago where you are turned to your back. With your back towards the basket, more than 3 seconds, it's you lose the ball. So that's why you have to be super efficient. And that's a good rule because the teams will bring in some really tall and big and dominant players, and yeah, you don't have a chance to defend them. Okay, so let's do. I'm only going to pass you the ball. Who's going to receive? Nothing here or the first 3 sheets. Okay. That's it. Now, here's just it. Doesn't matter your guard or screener. That's it. Okay. 1-5. Let's go. Okay. Oscar, make a fake. Finish with left. Yes. Nice. That's it. You can turn back as well. That's good. I just tell this, pump fakes. We're not doing a lot of pump fakes at all. The whole program, okay? Same thing. Okay, make the one dribble inside, receive the ball, dribble inside, turn. So maybe receive the ball here. Simple, turn, and go. Okay, that's it. Right, yeah. Finish with left. That's it, nice. So one time, then we change, okay? Nice. Okay, now you make a pump fake and you finish reverse left with the right, okay? Let's go. Same thing, okay? That's it, nice. That's good. Be patient, not to move fast. Give time to the defense to react. Okay, now I'm going to be the defense, creating a space for fadeaway shot, one dribble into me, one dribble into me. Okay, create a space, take a shot. Okay, especially when you're a little bit smaller than a lot of tall players, 3, 5, doesn't matter. This is a good shot if you do it properly. That's all. Create a space a little bit, go into me, hit me. Oh, that's it. Nice. Turn around, on the sideline, finish. Yes, create space even more. Space even more. That's it. Nice. That's it. So now, put the reaction on a little bit. Are you with me? If I jump on you, what you going to do? Yes. Horse, let's go. Oh, yes, that's it. That's all. So read my defense. Okay, yeah? Stop for a second, that's good. Good shot, let's go. That's it, nice. Okay. Let's show it now. Play 1-on-1. Moments where we have a lot of problems here. Really putting emphasis on it, especially the end here. Players on the women's side really shy to make a pivot and to get into the position to score. So if they receive the ball, most likely they want to finish from there. Not much patience into it. So my advice is to try to, like, this simple stuff. One dribble, without dribble, just like under the defense, under the contact, just to force them to use the pivot as much as they can and to create space. But there's not much science in it, especially in the local game. 5-5-3-3. Okay? So I'm gonna play 1-on-1. So go to Daarnaast. Step on side, thank you. Let's go here, no dribble, okay? Play defense, not too strong defense to score. Also, that's you defend, yeah? I'm going to pass the ball, no dribble, we have to finish, okay? That's all. So what you want to do, you want to create a space before you get a ball, yeah? You want to fight for that position before you get a ball. Let's go. Fight for that position, let's go. That's it. Fight for the position, go. Fight for the position. So look, so this is not enough, just to stand here and wait for the ball. Okay, what you want to do, play defense ahead. So you want to go down, moving, create even more space to be closer to the basket, just turn and finish. Okay, let's go. That's it, that's it. Nice, let's go. That's it. Okay, that's it. So, that's one time each play, Okay, now have a triple. Let's go from other side. I'm going to use that triple.
To
what's the idea of using the triple? Creating space. That's it. Try every single dribble to have meaning. Okay?
Yeah.
You want to move the defender. Okay? Don't put the ball just to put the ball. You want to move the defense. Okay? That's all. That's good. So, one time each player. That's all. Okay. So focus on footwork, focus on pivoting, focus on efficiency, and focus on the dribble. be efficient dribble to move the defense and to make them realize that it's not needed much under the basket to score. If you do it properly, proper things, but to mix with the things that I showed on 1-0, repetition, and then putting the player there as a reaction moment, that's really beneficial. Let's go for shooting. So a little bit of shooting. One player without you can do this as well. Okay. So first player, one player doesn't have the ball. Okay. So the situation. Just stand here. Okay. I'm gonna pass here. What I want you to do is, this is happening a lot, and it's in 5-5 as well, especially in situations when we are trying to sell. The ball is there. The ball is there. It's going over to get that ball. Yeah. The defense think that I'm going to go and continue. But we are doing a lot, trying to sell these moments that we are receiving the ball behind and shoot. Especially the 2-3 shots behind the screen. Super beneficial and are really tough to guard because you're always creating confusion. Who's going to take that player? All these on the highest level, men are making the mistakes all the time, women as well. So try to make them take a shot behind the screen and how they're going to do it footwork. So now I'm going to show you one time. So I'm like from here starting, yeah. So instead of going there, no, I'm setting and shooting. You see, I'm standing in the line with the player taking a shot. Let's go. You want to make it think that you are going over me, but you're receiving the ball and taking the shot behind the screen. Let's go. That's it. Nice. So now pass the ball to Master and take a shot behind the screen. Let's go. That's it. So what? This is too close, yeah? This is too close. You stepped on the line and you're here. The defense, somebody's going to push her. Somebody's going to push her as well. You're not going to be able to take a shot. It's a little bit like far away shot, but try to kill without getting the ball, please. Thank you. So I'm getting here. Try to jump. See what's happening. I'm still in the shooting range. But from here, you're creating space. Go a little bit more behind you, creating space for him to come back to the screen. So that's the whole point of this catch. It's not just a shooting game, at the same time, it's the preparation to play football. That's it, good. Okay. This is too fast that I'm jumping from drill to drill. I mean, we don't have much time, and I'm trying to cover a couple of things. Is this too fast, or it's only fast? Yeah. So let me show you one thing that we are doing for shooting as well. It's going to be like one-on-one. It's 1-on-1. So, for example, I'm playing defense, doesn't start from here. Doesn't have to be fast, yeah. So we want to see the reaction. Do that. Yeah. If you go under, I have to take a shot. If you go over, you have to step. You have to touch the circle. So let's go. One time. If you play over, yeah, you have to touch here. I have to set my feet and take a shot or two. Alright? This is typical, like in the most situation for the game. why we call it. If she decides to go under, get that one back. See the same footwork like we did here from basket. Okay, let's go. Show you. That's it. That's it. You can tell it. She's sitting out of the chair. It's what they want to do with somebody standing here. But you see that somebody goes under. You're allowed to go there on the side to spread the floor and take a shot. Yeah, let's go. Yes, that's it. That's it. Nice. Okay. Now, without chair, yeah? You dribble up here, dribble outside. You are near her. One moment when you touch your foot touch the circle, she has to take a shot.
I can choose.
Yeah, you can choose when you show one time. Yeah? So this is the reaction to she has to take a shot. She has to set her feet and take a shot. That's all. That's it. That's it. You have to set your feet right. That's it. And take a shot. So let's hold on opportunities. Let's go. Okay, defense. Let's go. That's it. Don't go there. Set your feet for the shot. That's it. Okay, good. Give me a chair. Give me a chair. I mean, this is just some of the excellent drills I'm showing you. This one is well, we do a lot with our team, so the player on the top, thank you. Player on the top is making a crossovers. Player inside the circle. Okay, so I'm dribbling. You're deciding which side you have to go over, yeah? So if I stay in the dribble, so I'm starting with I'm dribbling all the time with it. If you come here, I have to make a cross and run away from you and take a shot, yeah? If you choose that side and I'm already here, what am I going to do? Just like in and out and go. Okay, try to just run away. Let's go. Show me one. That's it. That's it. Palm fake is allowed, yeah? Palm fake is allowed. Let's go. Try to drink with the leg. Let's go. Good shot. One more time, one more time. Nice, good. Don't let. It's okay, shot. What's really important that, especially in 3-on-3 game, like for the girls to understand, they are used to take perfect shots. There is no perfect shot in 3-on-3. Okay, so there are situations where you as a player are going to be stuck. You cannot make a normal shot. You have to throw the ball, make them throw the ball on the basket, so somebody is maybe going to pick up defensively. The same is in the final five. So never give up. Don't try to take a shot. And just one time, okay? One time to show the pick and pop. Okay, so I'm going to be here with the ball. I'm going to be constant screen with me. So 2 different ways of screen, yeah. I will open up like that. Finish that on 45, take a shot. And a different one. No. I want you to finish on. Sure. What's the different way of going there as well? So you want to slip, yeah? So with the ball. You already started moving, yeah? I don't want to touch the player, make offensive foul. So I'm just running here, trying to already make my hips over to the basket and take a shot. Let's go. Just one time, each one.
Slip?
Slip or set the screen. That's not like that. When I said slip, try to turn around fast and prepare for shot. That's it. Now be set. This, you're turning or if you're losing time, you turn, right?
So right here and return.
Yeah. That's it. Good. Let's go. Try to set the feet. Look at the back if you're ready to take a shot or ready to the pump fake, you're ready to try. So either one. Let's really open up. Now you're saying normal speed. I'm not rushing. Say normal speed, stop, you go. Same thing, let's go. Make your pump fake. If you can make a pump fake, one on the side, that's good. Come on, listen to me, focus. That's it. That's it, that's good. Okay. Oh. Let's go let your hand up to show. What I already spoke about necessity that we are still lacking, we as a program are still lacking, trying to develop this as much as we can. Try to beat your player before we get to the action. Try to beat your player before we get to the ball. So one drill, come here, Kira, on the other side, okay? So this player will turn to me playing offense. So we are holding each other. Hold each other. Yeah, that's it. So from here, not the time. Just we are initiating the contact. So deep offense is always initiating contact. So from here, I can go there, or I can take it more. Right?
Yes.
Let's go. We play defense. Let's go. That's it. Nice. Let's go. Good. Let's go. You want to make the advantage out of it. Let's go. One more time. Come on. Okay. So from the handle. I'm the player who want to go handle. Try and find the situation basically from running from the corner, especially in aggressive defense. Especially here, we're developing a player who is with the ball. So I like to tell my players that players like who are setting more screens, we're not playing with more pointers because they are deciding what's going to be played. They are deciding are they going to give that ball and which way they're going to give the ball. So we are expanding those point guards a little bit, the passing abilities of the, let's say, screens. Yeah, so I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here as one handle to play. Let's go. I have this defense with the offense without ball. I have ball. Let's say you run from there. Let's go there, yeah? So you play over defense. Let's go. So what you want to do? This is all ball movement. She plays overplay. You want to cut over there. If she is trying to push over, I'm not going to let you get the ball. I'm going to give it to okay, so what's the point? This kind of drill is you're not in the 2-2. Try to score without drill. Okay, so how are you going to make it? Okay, so how are you going to be efficient? Maybe you're going to use me and cut all of you. Depending on the defense, how you go again, go. They go on the back. It's good to read the defense, okay? Not just work one if we say like it has to be a 2-2 game. That's what. Yes, nice, that's good. That's it. That's it. Okay. So, let's go a little bit one-on-one moments. We don't have much time. We don't have much time, so I need the contact finishing. Come here. Come here. So, the defense, you can here side to side. You can start warm up as well. So we are shoulder to shoulder. I start with the dribble window. Okay, and then you will push. Okay, let's go. Do a couple of times, one time, and we can finish really one time with the jump start. While jump start, we are forcing players to have a choice, not to finish immediately, to make the fake, to make the pass, and so on. Let's go. So baby, let's go. So the way she has this dribble, that's it. So she decided that's how we play. That's it. Nice, good. So one more time. Okay, let's go one more drill as well. A little bit after the stretch, 3 passes, yeah. 1, 2, player who starts, this plays defense starts with the ball, so you go backwards on the 2-pointer. 1, 2, 3, and there we go. Okay, let's do it one more time. This is the reaction. If the player is not close enough, you have to take a shot. The player is always go out, take a slow shot. It's a little bit easier. One more time. That's it, that's a good shot. So change the rhythm. Look now, stay there. Doing this a lot is, and it's especially in 3 and 3, like with transition moment. You want to pass the ball out to our player. This player has to be aggressive. This is one-on-one drill. It's a little bit of help, so play defense. So put the ball away. Put the ball away, you play defense. So you are 1 meter away, but you don't know where the ball is, okay? 1 meter, not 3. That's it. So, you know where I'm going to pass. I'll pass the ball. I want you to take immediately. I'm going to take a shot, or you want to immediately shoot. That's up to you. Okay? But I'm passing. Try to make the players pass the ball bounce pass. Bounce pass outside. Why? Because they have to work with. They have a situation where if I make a bounce pass, you can immediately continue driving. At the same time, when you make the bounce pass on the side, you're moving the defense. Okay, let's go. Nice. So one time each player, let's go. Ball face. Good defense. Go. Much harder to defend anything from the movement. That's not to be standing, okay?